My treasure around here somewhere. Anyway, welcome to day 3 of Ignite Imaginations and Sheffield Libraries Holiday from Home craft workshops. And today, as you can tell, is Pirate Day. Arrgh! And we are really excited to join Helen, and she's going to be showing you all how to make your own treasure map. You're going to be making your own telescope, as well as designing your very own pirate flag. So we're looking forward to getting stuck in with that. Just a reminder once again, if you do have a Children's University passport, don't forget to send your date of birth, your full name and the school that you attend, all to enquiries@igniteimaginations.org.uk. We would also love to see your photographs from the things that you've made this week. We've really enjoyed looking at them all on Facebook and Instagram so far, and we would love to see some more. So don't forget to get in touch with us via social media. Now, I wonder if Helen can help me find my treasure.
Hello, I'm Helen Moyes from Ignite Imaginations, and today we're going to craft all things pirates. So we're going to be making a pirate map, some secret messages, a telescope, a treasure chest. So the accompanying document has lots of ideas, templates that you can use, and instructions for folding the newspaper pirate hat, like this. So what you'll need is a tray. So I've got a litter tray here, but a regular tray, litter tray from your kitchen, baking tray, you're okay. You need some paper, scissors, glue, some black and brown acrylic paint, some black brown felt tips, pencils, paintbrush or cotton bud if you haven't got a paintbrush. And then you might want to go to your kitchen and you might want to look out for get some tea, some milk, some lemon. What else from the kitchen? Let me think. Some milk. It's milk or lemon juice. And then you might want to get a kitchen roll inside, or a toilet paper inner, and some paper cups like this, or possibly a yoghurt pot this sort of shape. So I've got some water in some, and some are going to be used for the telescope. You might want to grab an egg box and some tape. I've got some black electrical tape here, or gaffer tape's really good as well. So just move that out of the way. I think I've told you everything. Oh, I know, you just might want to go and get your crafty decorating bits. I've got a bag here with bits of tissue paper, sequins, some white felt, that'd be really good. Some bits of funky foam, feather, anything like that. Some bits of card. So I'm going to put on my apron, and I'm going to do the messy bit to start with, and then that can be drying as well. So I've got my messy mats. I've also got a bit of plastic to put what I'm doing on. The first thing I'm going to do is just tear the edges of this piece of paper, and this is going to be our treasure map, and just tearing it will make it look sort of older. So you can either do it in big strips, little strips. Just want to make it look not a piece of new paper. Tear the edges of that. It goes in a bit, all better. There we go. That's a nice corner. I'm happy with that. I've got my piece of paper set now. So the put it on one side. So now I'm going to use my tray. I'm going to put my start of my map in here, and I'm just going to pour in some tea. So depending on how strong your tea is will depend on how much that's going to stay. I'm getting that bright whiteness off on this, and also the moisture is making it curl a little bit as well, which is also going to make it look aged. So that's good. Make sure both sides we've got some tea on. There we go. And I'm also going to get the tea bag that's more concentrated and just dab that on a bit. And I have also got some coffee grinds. I'm going to use the tea bag as a bit of a sponge. I can pick up some of that and just take some of that, move it over. Obviously if you've got a tray that's big enough for the whole thing, that's great, but you can improvise like I'm doing. There we go. Just dabbing some of that around. So I'm just going to do a bit more at this bottom. Really looking forward to seeing your maps. There we go. So I'm going to put that somewhere to dry. I've got a plastic sheet over here just to put any of my drying stuff on. So going to let that dry. You can use a hairdryer if you want to push it a bit quicker, but I'm just going to leave that as is. I might use a tray for my painting to stop the paint going this way. So I'm going to hold it back. There we go. So the next thing that we need to do that needs to dry is the telescope. So I've got a toilet roll inside there, and I think I'm going to try using this paper cup. So I need to get those to go together. So you can do it with glue, and if you want to be able to see through your telescope, you'll need to cut out that in a bit. So just very carefully make a hole in the middle of your cup, and that enables you to get your scissors in and cut round. And I'm going to go like spokes of a wheel. I'm going from that in a bit, and then that's going to give me some bits that I can fold up and use to help secure. So I'm going to bend those up. And then put my kitchen roll in there and take it in from that way, I think. There we go. It just needs coaxing through a little bit. There we go. And there we go, that's it. And you'll see there I've got some little, you don't want to push it all the way through to come back out again. So I've got the little spokes from the base of the cup base of there, and that'll help me to secure it. And I'm going to use some of this black tape here. There you go. And then I'm going to make a seal there. Doesn't matter if you need to use several smaller pieces of tape, that might be easier. So make sure you come back to where the tape's over that start and press that down. Give it a bit of a roll with mine. So that's pretty well secured. I just want to stop that from being able to slide anymore. I'm just going to put a little bit more tape on. Just a bit more. 2 pieces. boxes. Sticking that down there and there. Okay. So now I can see you through my telescope. But I want to make it look a bit more piratey, and that's where the black or the brown acrylic paint comes in. So I'm just using a plate, paper plate for palette, squeezing my paint out onto there. So you can use a brush or your fingers, or I like using a sponge brush, but you might have got a bit of sponge that you could just sponge it on. So I'm going to paint this to make it look more telescoping. So black or brown paint is fine for this, and especially brown paint. You probably know that when you mix lots of colours of paint up, you often get a brown paint. So if you haven't got any brown, just mix some of your other colours up to get a muddy mixture. So you want it thick enough to cover, but don't want it too thick so that it just takes absolutely ages to dry. I'm going to do this one, and I think this is where I'm going to make sure I've done that edge. I'm going to stand it in my tray since I've got that, and then that means that I can finish off here. It's just holding it, and it's not going to start rolling away and putting paint everywhere. So you could do it on a paper plate, or say I've got a piece of plastic wallet inside my tray here just to secure it. When this is dry, that's where our crafty bits and bobs will come in, and you can decorate this how you want it. And I think I'm happy with that. Oh no, got a tiny little bit of cardboard showing through. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to put that out of the way to dry and find where I can see it. Get my egg box. So any food packaging box that you think looks vaguely pirate chest-ish. So I'm going to do this brown. I could put some more black on. I might put a bit of black in as well actually. So sometimes it's good to have things to give you ideas. It's nice that it's got a mixture of brown and black, so it's making it look quite an aged chest here. That's a good effect. So I'm just going to go down into that little groove that we've got there. And in the accompanying PDF I've put some of my favourite pirate adventure books, and we'd love to hear about what your favourite pirate books are, and also we'd love to see your pirate creations as well. So please do share them with us. And while we're doing this, we can be thinking about what do we want, what's going to be our treasure in here. And we could use our treasure chest, and we could hide it, and then do some clues for some of our family members perhaps to go on a treasure hunt around in a room of your house or in your garden. So if you're going to do that, a tip is to hide your treasure and then think where you're going to hide the clue that's before the treasure, so it'll actually be the last clue, and then write a clue as to where to find the treasure, hide that, and then your next clue is going to be a clue how to find that clue that you've just hidden, and you work back that way. So I've got the top done there. I'm going to just turn it, I'm going to rest it in my paper plate, that'll help. stop mess going everywhere. And I'm going to paint the underside as well, but you don't have to if you don't want to. And the acrylic paint will help firm up and seal the cardboard. So this egg box isn't a very sturdy egg box, but painting it, and then when it dries, the acrylic paint will cause it to be water resistant and a bit stronger as well. I've got a bit of water here, I'm just going to dilute this paint. That's it. It's going a bit quicker now. It flows a bit quicker. Okay. So talking about pirate stories, you might like to try making your own one up. And when we do the map in a few minutes, then that could perhaps be part of the story. You know, like books that have maps in the front of them. Now this egg box has got lots of little grooves that I'm trying to paint. So this is probably the thing that's going to take the longest to dry. There we go, that's the outside. Oh, just found another little bit. Spoke too soon. I was about to say the outside is all done. I think it is. Again, pay attention to your edges. Make sure that they're quite well done, because they're what are going to get the most wear and tear. And then you can open it up, and I think this is where I might go back to having this piece of plastic in my tray. There we go. And I'm just going to paint. Put a little bit of water to dilute my paint, and then I can fill in the inside of this. Have you thought about what treasure you're going to keep in here? Is it going to be sweets? Might be favourite toys? Might be your pirate Lego? So I reckon that's all the messy stuff done. Put that in there, so you can see my treasure chest here is the inside and the outside, and I'm going to put that on one side to dry. And I've got some kitchen towel here. I might just put in my water just to get the worst off my hands. If I get any tiny little bits of black or brown on my map or anything, it won't really be the end of the world. I'll just get that done. Okay, the next thing we'll do is the secret messages. For this, you want either some milk, and I'm going to have a little go with both to show you. So I've got putting a little bit of milk, don't need very much, and non-dairy milk's fine, works fine as well. So soya milk like that, anything like that. So that's the milk, and I'm just going to squeeze this bit of lemon, put some lemon juice into my saucer there. So I've got some milk and lemon juice, and I'm going to get a piece of paper for this. This is just ordinary print paper. So if you want to disguise your message even more, you might want to get an existing letter that not one that someone still wants, so maybe one that's in your recycling box that's a letter someone doesn't want anymore. So when you first do the writing, so you might go and obviously I can't tell you what my secret message is right now, then it wouldn't be secret. To show you how you might want to use a cotton bud. I'm going to use the second bit in the lemon juice just to show you the two different ways of doing it. So you might be able to make out a little bit of that, but I'm going to put it to dry, and then you shouldn't be able to see anything at all, and then that's when you could actually send it, and it's totally secret. Let me just have a little look and see if my treasure map is done. Where's my treasure map here? So it's nearly dry. I'm just going to blot it a little bit now. And it does need to be pretty dry to be able to draw on it, so I'm going to just use my hairdryer. Excuse me a moment. So now the base of our treasure map is dry, we can draw on the outline of our treasure island. So I'm going to use a brown pen for this. So roughly draw on, you can choose whatever shape you want, thinking about okay, so I've drawn my outline, and we need to decide what else we need to include in that. So we're going to have a skull harbour, a mermaid lagoon, palm trees, maybe with a hammock, a barnacle bay, crocodile creek, a jungle, a swamp. In the sea we're going to have a shipwreck, a reef, sharks, a sea serpent. But first let's draw a compass rose. Now you can you just need a circle, something to draw around. I'm going to use my black felt pen for that, and I'm going to draw that over here. So I'm going to draw my circle around there. And actually having a double one like that's quite good. I actually want an inner one as well, so I'm going to draw the middle there as well. And then from that middle, I want to go out about there. Turn it round, make it pretty easy to draw. And then on that one I'm just going to sort of shade in some sections on that one. And then round here just drawing in some sections, shading in. Trying to think about how you want to do lettering. I'm going to do like an old-fashioned sort of north. Okay, so I've got my compass rose down on there then, and then really decide to sort of sketch in some of those things. So I'm going to do some wavy lines in the sea. I think I might do some bigger waves there. Some, perhaps try and draw, not at the world's best draw, but I'm sketching. In fact, I'm going to do it with my pencil, then I'm not going to be as worried. Rock. And some more squiggles show sea. I'm going to have rocks here, showing out here. So that's the reef in there. And call that Coward's Reef. Mermaid lagoon, and then draw some mountains, You can stick to quite monochrome like I'm doing on here, to be like a sketch map, or you can add colours in, it's up to you. So you get the idea. We'd really love it if you take some pictures and send us pictures of your treasure island. So when you've carried on, done your drawing in there, great way to lay it up and tie it up, and then you have your treasure map, and you could use that to help you with your treasure hunt. I'll just show you the revealing of the writing that I don't think you can see at the moment on there, but you just need to use some heat to reveal it. So let's see. And the treasure is under the trees. I'll put that with my map. And our final thing is just to decorate these. Oh, not quite final, getting ahead of myself. So let's just decorate these quickly. Out from the white felts, I've used the flag, the template from the flag, Jolly Roger flag, on the PDF, and I've cut out some white felts. So I'm just going to stick that onto the treasure box. So this glue is really great because it dries clear. It indicates that it's a pirate treasure chest. So what are we going to have in this treasure chest? So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in these sections. I'm going to go to my crafty bits and bobs. And I've got a load of sequins and things in the bottom of there, so I'm going to drop a few of them into there. I'm going to add a few gold beads, just to be a bit even more special. A few gold beads into there. So I'm going to give that a shake, and that's going to stick down to the glue. Again, that'll need to leave to dry for a little bit. So there's my treasure box complete. And then what we're going to do for the telescope, add some nice gold braid in there. So I've got some gold tape, so I'm going to put some gold tape around the top of this telescope. And finally, just to really finish this off around here, yeah, so I have a telescope that I can inspire you with. So we have the telescope, the treasure chest, the map, secret writing. Well, I hope you enjoy your pirate crafting activities. Make sure you look out for tomorrow's activity where Liz is going to be doing a collage landscape. Bye bye.